What goes through the mind of a wife in this situation?
It is day by day. You get through, with the 24-hour news cycle the way it is now, you are forced into a situation where you have to be absolutely on tap at every minute of the day. So I not only do I understand how tiring this is for them, but also how fun it can be.
So, Senator, you heard what your wife had to say to me. And by the way, a magnificent woman, if you don't mind me saying, incredibly impressive.
Thank you
but
very
saying
much.
that this kind of campaigning that the Romneys are going through now, it's torturously endurance testing, but it's also great fun. Was that your memory of it?
Yeah, and it's exhilarating. And I have to tell you, in all honesty, I knew that after the stock market crashed and the economy was in the tank, I knew that there were very long odds. But at the same time, the friendships, the experience. Look, I'm a guy that stood 5th from the bottom of his class at the Naval Academy. If you'd have told my old company officer when I graduated that John McCAIN would be running for President of the United States, he would have think that there would have been some hallucinatory drugs in use. I am the luckiest guy you will ever interview of all the thousands of people you have interviewed. I am the most fortunate person. I've had the fullest life. I've had the greatest friendships. Those guys that I was in prison with in Vietnam that I know and love, every day one of them calls me up. I've had the best life. And when I lost, you know, you can either start feeling real sorry for yourself or just be proud that you were able to do what you were doing and move forward. And that's what I keep telling myself. Now, that isn't always the case. And I wallow in self-pity from time to time. You know, it really makes you feel good. But overall, I've realized how lucky I am, and I have just truly had the most remarkable life when even I look back on it.
They say you'll lose 100% of the gambles and risks you never take.
Exactly.
You've always been a maverick. It's always been this thing attached. It's what I've always admired about you. When you took the big roll of the dice with Sarah Palin, and that's what it was. It could have been a spectacular success that drove you to an improbable triumph, or it could have been, as it played out, not a success. Do you actually regret, in reality, if you're honest, do you look in the mirror and regret at least going for it?
Oh, no. Listen, I think that Sarah Palin, I know that she invigorated our campaign, she galvanized our base. She and her husband and family are wonderful people. I'm very proud to have them as my friends, and I think that she, at the end of the day, was the right choice. I really believe that.
That it could have worked?
Well, it's not that it could or couldn't have. I really believe that, honestly, the day we were 3 points up the day the stock market went down 700 points. At the end of that day, we were like 5 points down. I understand that. I understand why people would. And you've got to give great credit to President Obama. He ran a great campaign, hope and change. I don't know what's happened to that. You know, but he galvanized African-American voters and lower-income people. He really, you've got to give him credit also.
In the movie Game Change, which I watched, and I enjoyed it as a form of entertainment and politics, you swear a lot, your character. Your wife said to me, he doesn't swear that much.
No, I don't. I didn't see the movie, but I was told that that was the case, that I use the F word all the time. I don't. I mean, I just don't. I don't know why they felt that to be necessary.
When you were in Vietnam, and you went through this 5-6 years of absolute hell, repeated tortures, beatings, and so on. What did you learn about yourself that has now dictated the way you are as a politician?
I was proud of my ability to resist all kinds of pressures from my captors, both mental and physical. But I also recognized that I had limitations, because at one point, after sufficient physical extended mistreatment, I broke and signed a confession. So I realized that I wasn't the toughest. I wasn't John Wayne McCAIN, as some used to call me in my earlier days. And so I think it made me aware that all of us have our not failings, but our vulnerabilities, and sometimes We don't do always what we would like to do, but the point is pick yourself up, as I did after that, go right back into the arena with them.
What has been the greatest moment of your life? If I could relive, outside of marriage and children, if I could have the power to let you relive 5 minutes of your life, what would you choose?
Probably the day I left prison. And I left with all of my comrades when I left, and earlier, a couple of years earlier, they had offered me to go home early, and I was so grateful that I had not accepted that offer and left my comrades behind.
Pretty extraordinary thing to have done. Thank you for your service, Senator, and thank you for a great interview.
Thank you, Piers.
It's great to meet you at last.
Thank you.
Don't keep me waiting so long next time.
Absolutely.